Hey everybody, hope you guys are all doing okay. Welcome back to Let's Play Siralim Ultimate, and I'm excited for today's episode because today we are gonna be doing a little bit of experimentation. In fact, I'm probably the most excited I've been since 2.0 came out, because for the first time we're gonna learn something new about the game. Now, we have this Nether Synthesis mission ready to hand in. What we're gonna do is we're gonna see whether we can save scum this mission to give ourselves multiple chances at getting a good nether stone out of it. Now, I'm gonna have to do this in a very particular way. There are certain things in the hub area where simply interacting with them will cause the game to save. I'm gonna check. Does this? Yeah. Oh no. Oh yeah. Interacting with the Goblet of Trials. That was a bad idea. Has it? I fucked up. I fucked up. Hang on. If I. Oh god. Okay, I've already messed up. I did not want to hand in this Goblet of Trials, but you know what? It's okay. It's okay. Well, we had to hand it in anyway. So it's not that bad. So that was an example. That was an example of a thing that will cause the game to save simply by interacting with it. I think another example is if you play one of these Little Dwarf games, like let's pick a quick one, like I don't know, scratch cards. We'll just do one ticket. Simply starting this will also cause the game to save. So we do not want the game to save after it's given us our reward, because we want to save scum. And the only way to save scum, I guess what you could do is excuse me, I guess what you could do is you could keep copies of your save, but I feel like if you're copying your save file, that's a little bit uncomfortable for me. That takes it from save scumming, which is already a scummy behavior, into outright cheating, and more like almost on the level of modifying the save file. So I don't want to do that. I just want to do it with the ordinary game interface in a way that doesn't require me to go into, you know, the folders and bring in, or even to the cloud saves and actually modify what save file is on the screen right now. So having outlined my very arbitrary moral my moral stance on the issue of save scumming versus save file modification. Now we're gonna see, okay, what do we actually get at this mission. So again, let's save and continue. Let's talk to this person. Everett, what are you gonna give me? Yeah, see, we do not have any trait on this. Well, for now, we don't really care about traits. All we care about is, if we go back into the game, will it give us a different nether stone? Now, phase 1 of it is successful because it didn't trigger a save upon collecting the nether stone. Phase 2 is gotta go back into the game and just make sure everything's still recording fine. Seems like it. And we still have the mission ready to hand in. This is gonna be the big test. Is this nether stone gonna be different from the one we just saw? Or is it gonna be the exact same? That is to say, does the game generate the nether stone on the spot when you collect it? Or does it generate it at the point of completion, or even at the point of starting the mission, and it's just set in stone. Nether Stone. Alright. Okay, it's different. Boys, we did it. We got it. It's different. So, save-scumming is possible. That's phase 2 of this project. The final phase is gonna be... We're gonna do this for a while, and we're gonna see, is there gonna be maybe some hard cap? Like maybe the game has a rule, like I will never generate a Nether Stone rarity higher than 300, for example. That, well, one way to investigate that would be to look at the game code. Another way to sort of probabilistically map that out. What a piece of trash. What a piece of garbage. But yeah, another way to probe that would be by just doing this over and over again and seeing what the game gives you. Now, the first Nether Stone actually had okay rarity, 274. It was within the realm where it could have 1 or maybe even 2 traits. So far, we have yet to see a single trait, and that's a bit of a problem. Now, obviously, it's going to be a really weird, really boring episode if I'm resetting over and over again, especially because the screen goes black in between. Maybe I should have come up with some custom, like a graphic to put up in between these. More likely, I think, what we're going to do is we'll try 2 more times. Trash. We'll try 1 more time, and then I will go off screen, and I will just show you the best Nether Stone that I found, or I'll just show you, I'll give you a summary of what I found. Like, let's say if I try, 10 more times, and then I just give up, right? I really want to get something that has a trait on it. Again, this is within the zone where it could have a trait on it. But listen, I'm not gonna accept another stone where all it's given me is stats. That's just a bunch of garbage. So now what we'll do is we'll go, I'll pause the video, I'll do the rest of this off screen, and I will let you know what came of all of this. Alright, I'll see you in a bit. Here we go. About an extra 4 or 5 tries gives us our first trait Nether Stone. Now, of course, I could keep trying this. Maybe try for like a double trait or even a triple trait. But honestly, I kind of just want to play the game as well. I don't want to spend this entire gaming session just restarting the game over and over again. The main thing I wanted to demonstrate was, is it possible to even get traits on these Nether Stones, or is there some cap, some restriction? It seems like at least there's no restriction on getting traits, and this is the highest rarity stone that I found so far, 325. It could probably get even higher. My suspicion is it has the same distribution as finding regular Nether Stones. So, a small chance of getting something really high, like rarity 500, 600, but a higher chance of getting something in that low or, middle range. Anyway, we did get a trait out of this, so we are going to see what that trait was. It was rarity 325, so let's take a look at that. The trait is called Annex. Oh, useless. Useless. I'm tempted to... you know what? No. We're done. We're done save-scumming. Next time we complete another Nether Synthesis mission, we'll save-scum until it gives us a trait. But for now, I think we're done. And now we gotta wait another 4 years before we can start the next Nether Synthesis mission. Oof. What a scam, dude. is there some specific type of mission we want to do? 2 pilgrimage missions? Highly unlikely. But we'll see. What else? Gotta break some stuff and gotta kill some dudes. Okay, got it. And since we have to find a treasure golem, I think we'll maybe start out in the swamplands. Let's just start a mission just for the hell of it. We'll do, I don't know, farmer mission. Sounds good. And now I think we're ready to go and actually play the game properly. And let's see what we can do. Again, we're gonna go for a couple. We're gonna go until we've killed 2 false gods. We have to kill the ancestor, but then we'll take another crack at a Jotun. And maybe we'll just do random realms. Actually, now let's do swamplands until we get the treasure golem out of the way. Because I think we might be struggling with this Rune of Prophecies a little bit. It's got some pretty steep requirements. Alright. What a useless Nether Stone, dude. Alright. Okay. That was a quick realm, but of course we're not done. We came here to try and find treasure golems. Now there should be... Man, fuck off with the chance to resist damage, dude. Now there should... Oh my god, this realm. Fuck this realm, man. Now there should be 5 treasure piles. Each of those treasure piles is gonna have a 5% chance of spawning a treasure golem. And we worked out the odds that there's about like a maybe 20%. I don't know who the Mimic Master was masquerading as, but now we've killed him for the 24th time. It's pretty nice because we've got 3 mimics in our party, so we get good value out of encountering that dude. Alright, boys. Right, boys. Let's get this done. A duplicate card. Don't mind if I do. And we gotta... Do I even want to... Hello? Very high rarity, only 1 trait. I feel like I've seen this trait before. But let's investigate the stone. Excuse me. Trait details. After creatures with leeching attack, they gain stats. Not that exciting. Do we have to answer Riddle Dwarf questions? We do not. Frostbite is Azural. Okay. Oh man. Okay, I guess I'll summon some creatures. Who do we need to kill? We need to kill a lot of nature. We need to kill a lot of sorcery. We need to kill a fair amount of death and a fair amount of life. And we got to kill everything. Let's start with some sorcery. Let's do. Let's do some nature. Now the game's probably gonna tell us we can't summon more things. Yep. Ah, I hate this dude. I also hate this man. Come on. Champion enemies, really? Okay. Okay. Easy does it. Now, what did I say? I said I wanted to summon some life creatures, so let's go ahead and do that. I don't know, man. Alright. Alright. And let's, I should not be doing any extra combat in this realm, because it's gonna be pretty annoying. But I also just want to get the candle kills out of the way. Just so that I never have to worry about them, you know? So it's a... Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, dude. Seriously. It's a suboptimal situation, but we're trying our best to manage it. Oh my god, dude, are you serious? Okay. There's gotta be more treasure piles, man. There's gotta be... Hello, another pretty high level Nether Stone. Odd one. Kill streak on cast, mind crunch on attack. First, let's see the trait. That are affected by the number of creatures. Act as if they have 2 more of those creatures. Okay, that could be pretty good with like a diabolic horde build, right? But let's also take a look at the spells. Mind crunch takes damage equal to its... that's... seems very situational. Kill streak casts a random damaging spell for each dead creature. Oh, interesting. That could work really well if you have some trait where your living creatures are counted as dead creatures. I think there might be a trait that does that. Don't quote me on it though. Alright. Let's summon some death and some chaos creatures. Just to round things out. And hopefully this is going to give us enough kills to finish the mission. The objective. There's gotta be more in this realm, right? Look, there has to be. Alright. Maybe not? Maybe we've already found all the treasure piles? Maybe we have. I guess we have. Okay, I guess we're just gonna leave. I don't think there's a reason to head back home, so... Actually, no, let's see what's here to the right. No. No, that's it. Well, I guess, the odds for finding a treasure golem were low. Like about a 1 in 5-ish chance. So shouldn't be too surprised that it's not worked out. We'll stay in this realm until we get the treasure golem, just because it feels like the prudent thing to do. This is taking a while. 359, however, is pretty good. Staying in the swamplands. Alright. Motherfucker, are you serious, man? Again with the fucking chance to resist. Come on, game. You see what I mean? What I said a while back, that God, it's even the sound that it makes, that sort of hollow clanking sound when the enemy has resisted a piece of damage. Even that sound is just so annoying. Like, everything about this one aspect of the game is just so miserable. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? All 6 of them resisted that first attack. Are you? Oh no. Protected enemies. These guys are the fucking worst, dude. Oh my god. Get absolutely fucked, you pieces of garbage. Oh my god. Okay. Listen, we gotta stay composed. It's early in the episode. We can't go off the rails just yet. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm glad we got our candle farming done earlier, because I would definitely not be summoning anybody in this. Absolute trash fire of a realm. And there's, again, too many Nether Stones. Way too many Nether Stones. Who are you? You are the Uralos master. Motherfuck, dude. Go away. We gotta find more treasure piles. There's some more. There's another one. Oh, come on, dude. Alright, now we gotta get rid of some Nether Stones, so let's do that. There's a chest up there. We should probably... Oh, hey! We're gonna get a skin. Let's go. Dark magic for the occultist. We'll take a look at that in just a moment. At least we got something. A double trait Nether Stone. Oh, don't mind if I do. Let me take a look at that. It was 360 something, 364. Defending or provoking, that's fine. That's also fine. But neither of them are great, dude. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna head home. We're gonna hand in these we'll hand in this project, start a new one. Really wish we could start another one of these, because we need to do like what, 48 more of them. Ugh. But I don't know, man. Let's just start another health training mission, I guess. And let's take a look at these Nether Stones. Who needs to be taken out? There's 218. and 272. I feel like... wasn't there one of them in like the 180s or something that didn't have a trait? Or am I just imagining things? It might have been 160 or something. Does all of these have traits? No, that one doesn't. So yeah, we'll destroy that. All right. 170. Oh god. It was this one. Then it was 218. Then 272. Alright, and now I think we're ready to just go on. We'll stay in the swamplands. Until we get this treasure golem. Okay, at least we don't have that annoying realm property. So we... why are you surviving? Well, that sucked, but let's hope that the rest of these enemies are going to be more well behaved. Like these ones, perfect. Those first guys must have just had some resistance against indirect damage somehow. Yeah, this is how battles are supposed to go. One and done. Alright. Okay, easy. Easy. Alright, what do we got down here? Nothing. Down here. Oh my god. God, that was pointless. Oh god, what is this nightmare layout, dude? Okay. Where is this treasure golem, man? Nothing from there. Oh, I think we're about to get another skin. Hello. Soul skin for the imp. Okay, so now I forgot to show the other skin. Let's show both of these. So I found a skin for the occultist. It was called, I think, Dark or Dark Magic or something like that. But I think we're gonna come across the imp first. Yeah, so we got soul for the imp. Interesting. Interesting looking imp skin. Doesn't really look much like an imp. Well, the head does look very impish. It does look quite impish. But apart from that, it's just got like a wispy, ghostly body. It's pretty nice. Now let's take a look at the occultist. It was called Dark, I think. Dark Magic, yeah. This that looks pretty rugged, pretty badass. I like it. Anything with a red and black color scheme is my favorite. All right. Okay. Do a bit of this, do a bit of that. Grab this, grab that, and a mimic. These treasure golems are eluding us. And it's causing me a lot of grief. We're gonna have to destroy that stone. Okay then. I think we're just gonna move on. There's a few spots in this realm that we haven't fully explored, but I don't want to waste time. So let me just do this. It's 295, right? Alright. Moving on. Our first nether boss, and we still haven't left the swamplands. No. 438 seems like a pretty good bonus to take into the swamplands. Oh, easy. Just donate. Alright, again, we don't care about you, but Lakman, Shia, man, I don't know. Chaos? Okay, whatever. Don't care. Alright, you're dead. Alright. This is not working out. I think the last time I tried farming for nether golems in the swamplands, we found 2 in a single realm. And now we've gone 3 without a single one. Which is, I think, not really bad luck. I think if we go for if we go 5 in a row without any treasure golems, I think at that point we can safely say we've had some bad luck. For now, though, because it's not just the treasure golem spawn chance from the treasure piles, there's also a chance for a treasure golem to just normally be in the realm. In addition, I don't think we found a single pandemonium shrine, because pandemonium shrines also have a small chance of bringing out treasure golems. There's one nether encounter that spawns 5 treasure golems. Let's quickly wipe out Etta. Yeah, it's a... It's looking like maybe we have been unlucky. But you give it long enough, eventually the treasure golem will show up, right? They've got to. That's how probability works. Although really the only thing that probability says is that as the number of attempts increases, assuming a fixed probability of success at each step, that the probability of success approaches 100%, but it doesn't say, oh, for sure by the 60th attempt it'll happen, or for sure by the 100th attempt. Technically, it's possible for it to go pretty long without giving you the thing that you need. $360 is gonna be pretty good. Okay. Eventually we'll leave the swamplands. Tenebrous is Bastion of the Void. Still nothing. There's one thing that's bugging me. It feels like my macro isn't really being applied properly when we're fighting sturdy gargantuans. Let me take a look at something. Cast Star Pact. No, but these are all things for like manual attacks. Alright. Well, the next time I get into combat with some sturdy gargantuans, it could be that they have some fusion trait, or some other enemy has some trait that is interfering with that and causing some other part of the macro to be activated. Next time we encounter a party with a sturdy gargantuan in it, we'll see what's going on. Because the way it should work is if the... Okay. Alright, so you have the trait called Defer Pain. Now, the macro should cast Time Walk on you. The macro should be to cast Time Walk. So let's take a look at the battle history. What the hell happened? Man. What? Greater Dispel, okay. Debuffs removed. Defer Pain. What? No, Wormhole. What? Okay, so yeah, no, you cast Wormhole. Oh, no, it's because the Wormhole thing is taking precedence. Hang on, Nope. Defer Pain is above... The Defer Pain line is above the Wormhole line. So why is that not working? Something... I don't know, maybe there's something in the hotfix that just broke how macros work. I don't understand why it's the case that despite the fact that I have a line in my macro that says if any enemy has Defer Pain, cast Time Walk on that enemy, that it's not being triggered despite the fact that it is above the line that is actually being triggered in this case, which is the casting Wormhole on one of the other mimics. Anyway, so we gotta pick some berries in this realm. It's annoying because the berry bushes are useless. I feel like you shouldn't really have realm quests where you have to interact with useless objects, because then when you're on autopilot, where you just assume that by playing the realm normally, you will complete the objective, you'll get it done. In this case, nah, you gotta search out these things that are just fucking useless. Where the fuck is this bush, man? What a... What a dumb realm quest. Jesus, dude, come on. Is this realm glitched? That... Jesus. What? I think this realm might be glitched. Motherfuck, are you serious, dude? Oh my god, okay. Yeah, it... Either I'm just blind. Yeah, that's not it. Are you kidding me, dude? Man, come on. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Is there any... No, it's right by the exit. It's right by the exit. Oh, okay. Right. Right, let's start another pilgrimage. We are 81 at least with everybody except Isaros, so let's do that. Alright, let's take a look at our Rune of Prophecies. Still not looking that great. Oh, I had 376 and I had 365 and I botched it. I need to slow down. $381. There we go. Man, these treasure golems are really being a bit of a nuisance. Now, this is not Jotun, so we gotta be careful about which defensive bonuses we give it. The fuck? Oh, extra traits. Get fucked. Get fucked with your nonsense. Alright. What are they fused with? Specters. That shouldn't be that bad. We absolutely cannot make him immune to indirect damage. We'll just give him more intelligence, I guess. We'll take 7 debuffs. The fuck? Go away, dude. And we're still trying to convince these treasure golems to show up. Stop it, guys. Yeah. Extra traits, I don't think. We're gonna ever be happy to see extra traits in a realm. Please stop. Where is the guy? There's the guy. there's the guy. Well, before we run in, let's just look around the realm, see if there are any more, you know, like treasure piles. Easy. Gotta love it when agile creatures just die to blight. Gotta love it. Alright. Aha. Well, those two treasure piles didn't give us what we wanted, but nevertheless, I'm glad we investigated them. I will... Don't worry, I see that Pandemonium Shrine. I'm just gonna clear out the rest of the realm a little bit before going in. Alright. Now what does this give us in terms of realm benefits? Seems like it doesn't give us anything. Alright. What does this give us in terms of realm benefits? Stop it, dude. Always dodge seems helpful. Alright. Nice. Alright. Alright, what do you got? You've only got 1, 2, 3, 6 things left for us. Do I want to pick a specific one? Every 5 turns seems useless. Healing effects deal damage when applied. Isn't this just blight? Isn't this just blight? I mean, I'll take it. Maybe it stacks on top of blight. Who knows? Alright, getting close to 2500. Alright. Compton Gladiator 8 as well. We do need to go home and set a new bounty. We'll set it against Jotun. First of all, let me see, are there any Nether Stones that we need to take care of? 228. And that seems to be the only one. Let me just quickly deal with that. Blam. Alright. Now we'll set a bounty against Jotun. And then we'll continue. Alright. Right, boys? Yeah, can't really start any more projects. 370 is already good enough. Man, just give me this treasure golem. Finally, we get another exotic realm. Maybe once we've unlocked all of the new exotics, then... God, another Nether Stone. Then maybe the game will start giving us extra exotic currency. That's a pipe dream. That's probably not how it works, but it's... Listen. It's possible. Because we need so much of this currency. It's not even funny. Alright, take these dudes out. Alright. Okay. The Nether Stone spam is starting to get a little it's starting to become a bit of an issue. Nothing happens. Great. How have we not found any obelisks? Please. There's a couple obelisks right here. Alright. So far we've found no no treasure golems from the treasure piles, no treasure golems from any of the Pandemonium shrines, and no treasure golems just spawning in randomly in the realms either. It's kinda disgusting. I hate it. Look at that guy, he's stuck. We'll free him because I do want to complete my pilgrimage missions quickly. Oh, there's a dumpling that we don't need. Where are the treasure golems, dude? Seriously, man. Alright, and that's another duplicate card. There's a... Do we need... We do need buried treasure. Okay. Come on, guys. Pandemonium is Vulcanar. We're gonna have to get rid of a bunch of Nether Stones when we head back home. So let's get that taken care of pretty quick. Okay. I don't even remember what I need to... Let's... 204 222. Let's make sure they don't have traits on them. This has a couple of spells. I don't care about spells. 204 222 263 204 222 263. I think that's it. Alright. 222 263 263. There we go. Next. Man, these treasure golems. When you don't want them, they're everywhere, they're in your way. They'll teleport into you to start fights. When you're looking for them, they're just not there. That's a duplicate card. I'm not even gonna waste my time with these riddle dwarves. Sorry if that is triggering to some of you, but it's a waste of time. I already have hundreds of riddle dwarf, like the casino game tickets. Don't really need to bother with it. Okay. Gotta light campfires. Oh, they're fused with abominations. That's why a lot of them are starting with the barrier at the start of combat, which is getting dispelled, which is nice. You are the brownie master. Alright. Okay, come. Man, come on. Man, come on. Come on, man. There we go. We can finally stop. Finally stop farming the swamplands to do a different realm. I'm not gonna bother with Riddle Wars. We're just gonna quickly blitz through and we'll see. We'll see. Okay. Easy. Okay. Easy, there we go. And let me just check my Rune of Prophecies. It's looking pretty okay. Not the greatest. Do we need to head home? I feel like, well, was there some Nether Stone that we picked up? Maybe not, maybe not. 384 is gonna be pretty good. Let's finally do a random round. Take on... Are you serious, dude? I did a random round, then, and I feel like I'm losing my... I definitely did a random round, didn't I? Well, the way we'll find out is if I selected the swamplands, then next time we go to the portal, it'll be on the swamplands by default. By default, it'll be on whatever realm you last selected, so that if you are farming a realm, you can just you don't have to manually select it again. It'll just go there, which is a pretty good feature for the game. But I'm pretty sure in this case I selected a random realm, and it would have had only a 1 in 30 chance of sending us to the same realm that we were already in. And if that's the case, then that is a hilarious joke from the game. Another hilarious joke is this boss, who has a hard-coded damage cap, and it's annoying as hell. You only have to fight him once every, like, whatever the cycle is for like once every several hundred realms, I think. Alright, let's get this Pandora fight. And the dude's gone. Uralos Master. Alright. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Another stone. There was another stone we picked up earlier that I'm gonna have to destroy, but I don't remember off the top of my head what the rarity was. It was 200 something. Okay, another duplicate card. Sure, I'll take it. Oh, hey! We're gonna get another skin. This is the third skin we found this episode. Sinister Fog. For the Storm. Race. Sinister Fog. The Storm. That's Shadow, that's Soul Flare. Smog. Here we go. This is only our second Storm skin. The Monsoon skin, obviously very rainy, as you'd expect. But it kind of looks like he's vomiting, which is kind of a weird look. I feel like we could have maybe done without that and it would have accomplished the same effect, because this really does seem a little bit excessive. But the Sinister Fog, it does look sinister indeed. Just a couple eerie red lights that I assume are meant to be eyes. But are they eyes? I see a lot of people doing... I'm sure a lot of them are like staged photographs, a lot of people doing like spooky photography. And one of the spookiest things is when you can't tell if something is supposed to be, like, it kind of looks like a face, but you're not sure. And one easy way to do that is if there's a couple of lights that kind of look like they could be eyes. And I feel like that's the same kind of thing that's being done with the Sinister Fog skin. Is that like you're not sure if it's meant to be like a face or in this case like just eyes, and that's what makes it unsettling. All right, so we gotta head home, and there's another stone I had to destroy. It was 200 something. 214. Just make sure there aren't any others. Alright. 214. 214. And in this project, start new project. And yeah, now let's see. First of all, let's roll a bonus for ourselves. Then we'll see. Was I randomly sent to the same realm that I'd been in the rest of the episode? Or, in fact, was I still stuck on the swamplands, and did I just accidentally go back there even though I was intending to do a random realm? We'll find out. We'll find out just as soon as I'm able to roll a nice bonus. There we go. It was a random realm. I guess we were just randomly sent back to the same place. Alright. Alright, let me take a look at this. We've still got to kill a whole bunch of death creatures. We'll keep going until I get the death kills. And this Rune of Prophecies could take us a while. We should be getting a few death enemies in this realm, I think, maybe. Oh, hey, nice. Another treasure map. And these are... Actually, no, this is mainly a chaos-themed realm. I feel like some of these are death creatures, right? Like... No. Actually... Wouldn't their class be affected by what their fusion is? Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe I'm wrong about that. So that's that done. What are you? The Cerberus Master. No, I think their classes... they're... Like, in terms of the game crediting you for killing creatures of a certain class, I think it's the initial class that matters. Although I'm not sure. Let me check. Yeah, we've been credited with a few death creatures, death creature kills. While doing this realm. And we can just move on to the next realm. I don't know what it is I'm looking for. We found everything. I really should just move on. But I guess nothing wrong with smashing a few extra things. Blinking. Oh god, I'm gonna have to get rid of that Nether Stone now. Kinda lame. Alright, I see a chest. I guess we'll open it. Easy. Let's go up and around. Well, this was pointless. Let's head home. There was another stone we had to deal with. I don't know, let's start a forge mission, I guess. I think it was 280 something. Yeah, 281. Alright. Alright. $388 is gonna be pretty good. I don't think we're gonna find too many death creatures in this realm. Unfortunately, we don't have the Nether realm objective. A large amount of treasure. Okay. Alright. There's a mini quest in this realm as well. For collecting all of the 3 orbs, which gives you a very decent amount of favor, so I'm pretty keen on doing that. Alright. Easy. Alright. Okay. Yeah, I think that, oh god. I think, was that the question? No, I think there might be one more orb. I don't know. Yeah, I think there is one more orb. Is there one more orb? Well, that's one more Nether Stone. Honestly, I really kind of wish the game would just stop giving us Nether Stones that are garbage, or at least give us a quick way to mark all the stones that we don't want as trash on the same screen as we pick them up. Okay. Have I done this? Yes, I have. Okay, there's going to be another 200 favor, which I'm happy to get. All right. And I guess there's nothing wrong with getting into a little bit of extra combat for a little bit of extra favor. Stolen Valor. Let's take a look at that. Oh, was it 188? Okay. Cannot lose extra traits and spell gems. That's interesting. I'm not sure that we rely on that we rely that much on extra traits. Okay, this is good. This means we're gonna be able to complete the a buried treasure objective. Fantastic. And might as well get a little bit of extra favor. And let's take a quick look at the Rune of Prophecies. I think we're going to be coming up to the end pretty soon. And what we'll probably do is we'll get the death creature kills. If indeed the next round is the last round, we'll get the death creature kills. But first of all, we gotta get rid of some Nether Stones. The 2 to 6, 243. 2 to 6, 243. Okay. Yes, this is indeed the realm, and looks like we can just take the bonus as is. 362 is a decent bonus. We'll take it into a random realm. And we'll see how this looks for us. Immune to indirect damage is fine. Okay. Alright, another duplicate card, that's fine. 65% less damage, sure. Alright. Loses less stats. Fine. Not great bonuses so far. Yeah, we'll give him the 5%. This is the only boss, by the way, with which I'm gonna take the 5% thing. And the only reason is because it doesn't actually do anything. So yeah, I believe changing it from 10% to 5% I think was a pretty bad mistake. It just means that nobody's ever gonna take it except for fighting Jotun. And the only reason they would take it fighting Jotun is because it doesn't actually change the Jotun fight in any way. Because he's already immune to all damage. In fact, so the damage cap for False Gods used to be 10%. It was lowered to 5%. In fact, even the 10% was too restrictive for the player. What the dev should have done is raised it to 20%. And that would have been fine. Lowering it to 5%, the only thing you're gonna do is, like, nobody's ever gonna take that ever again, right? So it's made the game less, you know, varied, because people are just never gonna take that thing ever again. All right, let's revoke. I don't know. Let's do an Archangel. You can just cast. I don't know. You can provoke. You can. Just do your macro. Are you the one? So who actually has Entangling Roots as their main spell? Is it the Phase Knight, or it must be you then? No, it's not. Wait, what? Is it you? Wait, hang on. I'm so confused, dude. Who has? Is it one of these guys? It's one of the mimics. Right, okay. And one of the mimics will have Entangling Roots as their 6th spell, probably. What? Oh no, they all have Entangling Roots as a main spell because they all have to cast it automatically. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, this guy is just the worst, dude. This is... This is a real pain. But... eventually... we will reach the point where we no longer have to fight him, and already we can see that the number of traits is thinning out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that's still a lot, but you know what? It's fine. Keeping treasure gives us... Oh my god. Well, at least double trade nether stone, and only one nether stone that needs to be gotten rid of. Alright. Oh. Let's take a look at the new nether stone. Always has repelling and just straight up damage reduction. Okay, that's fine. When your creatures attack, their additional attacks are consolidated into the... Oh! Oh! Interesting. So, if I'm understanding this correctly, with extra attacks, one problem with that is eventually the game will say you can't do more than X actions per turn. And so just attacking extra times has a hard cap on how useful it is. But with One Hit Wonder, I think you could even have a setup where you have more attacks than what the game would ordinarily allow, but if they all get consolidated into one attack, that should still count, I think. It depends on how the game's math works. If it's checking how many attacks you're trying to do at the sort of preliminary stage, or if it only checks it at the very end when the attacks are coming at the enemy. Interesting. Alright. Alright. Right, well, here's what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna hand in our Rune of Prophecies. But before we do that, we've gotta get these death creatures taken care of. Because I don't know how long it's gonna take to find 2 Pandemonium Shrines. The one... Well, if we find a Pandemonium Shrine in this realm, then I'll consider, trying to fully complete this Rune of Prophecies, because we will also have to wait to complete a second pilgrimage mission. So, what the fuck is wrong with these guys? Well, that was annoying. Alright. 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 Does not look like there's any Pandemonium Shrine in this realm. And I think these only give you 25 favors, so I'm not really... Oh, they're fused with bards! No wonder there was so much nonsense happening in this realm. Oh, okay, that explains a lot. Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll go to the... I really don't want to get into optional combat in this round, but I also really do want to hand in my Rune of Prophecies. So there's the candle. We'll summon a bunch of death creatures. Let's do, I don't know, some pit worms. Fuck off, dude. I way overdid it, but I just wanted to get this over with. Yeah, we're not gonna get into any more combat than the absolute minimum that we need to hand in this Rune of Prophecies. As soon as it gives us the you've completed a prophecy task thing, We are out of here. There we go. We're out. We're done, boys. Let's head home. We're not going to hand in any projects. We're going to take a look at our Rune of Prophecies. This was not completed. This was not completed. Pretty trash. Pretty trash Rune of Prophecies. All things considered. What I'm going to do is I'm going to save the game. Actually, before I do anything, I'm going to get my Nether Stones taken care of. Okay, so there's one last bit of save-scumming that we're going to have to do before we end. So 211. And is that the only one? That's the only one I can see. If I missed some, then I missed some. It's not my fault because the game doesn't give you a good like a good way of managing your Nether Stones, because you can really only do stuff to them once you're back in the hub area. Anyway. Oh, I fucked up, dude. I forgot to... I forgot to roll this. I'm a moron. So we gotta be the gladiator? Well, that wasn't that hard to have us. Okay. Save. Now let's save. Now let's hand in this rune. 8 lines. Pretty pathetic. Let's take a look at the new rune. Fill the goblet, okay. Assassination mission, that's fine, actually. This is gonna be 2 raid missions, isn't it? Fuck off, game. Fuck you, game. But only 2 nether realms, that's not that bad. And only 3 Pandemonium Shrines. That's okay. 19. Okay, that's fine. Let's get the gambling done. Siralim and Kino. Okay. Just don't give me extra turns is the only thing. The only thing I ask. Okay. Now then, okay, let's hand this in. Hunt missions, raid missions. Are we doing a raid? Okay, do we have to kill a specific false god? We don't. So we're just gonna set a bounty against Jotun. And before we end off, let me just check to see. Do we have any Nether Stones? I think we've already... yeah, we checked this ages ago. Let's just roll a bonus. that was easy. Alright. Well, let's reflect on what was accomplished this episode. We started out by seeing whether you can save scum the Nether Synthesis mission reward. The answer was yes. But whether you should do that, how much value you'll get out of doing that, it's questionable. You can get stones with traits on them. So if you're early on in the game and you find yourself with enough stardust to do a Nether Synthesis mission, and you're struggling for like good Nether Stones, then yeah, it would be worth it. if you're in the late stage of the game and you're drowning with Nether Stones and you've got hundreds of Nether Stones, even with traits on them, some of them with 2 traits, then at that point you're not really... It's unlikely that you'll see something that'll blow your mind. So like whether you do it really depends on what your objectives are in this game. Mainly I just wanted to see, is it possible? And the answer is yes, it is possible, and you know, we did it for science. Other than that, we found quite a few skins this episode. Let's take another look at them. We found an occultist skin, an imp skin, and a storm skin. So let's take a look at them once again, starting with the imp. We found the soul skin for the imp, very cool. Then we found the dark magic skin for the occultist. There we go, also look pretty cool. And then we found the I think sinister fog skin for the storm. Yeah, also pretty cool looking. And yeah, that was pretty nice. Now let's take a look at some of our achievements. I don't know if we even got any this episode other than the one achievement for beating another few realms as the gladiator. Nevertheless, let's take a look. Yep, literally the only thing we accomplished. We didn't even fight. We didn't even get any master achievements, largely because we spent almost the entirety of this episode in the swamplands looking for that dang treasure golem, which we finally found, I guess. So at least there's that. Let's take a look at our progress on some of the other achievements. How are we on creature parts? Hey, look at that, we went up to 6.4. We went up by another 0.01. Huzzah. How are we doing for the realm achievements? Well, we're up to 81,000 for refreshing our realm properties, so only 19,000 more to go. That'll be a nice one to get behind us. Homewrecker is past 90,000. Unfortunately, the resource nodes are a little bit below 45,000, so approximately 90% done on both of these, but we're not there yet. So that's pretty nice. And let's take a look at we handed in 1 rune of prophecies. So we are now at 382 runes of prophecies and 2,854 overall prophecy lines. And with that, I think it's time to call things good. How long have we been going? It's probably been pretty long. Well, an hour and 34 with the extra stuff at the beginning of the episode makes sense. Alright, so I think that's going to be all for this one. I'm not really sure if there's anything special that needs to be done in the next episode. I guess the next milestone in the game is to reach the point where we never have to fight Jotun ever again. But that's going to take like another 4 episodes. So I think that's the next major thing that I'm going to be looking forward to in this game. Then we'll get there in time. But anyway, that's going to be all for this episode. Thanks for watching. Hope you had a good time. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. And hope you'll join me next Tuesday for the next episode. And until then, take care.